Hey gang, this is Mike with my real estate dojo, and I'm heading to get some lunch, and I want to do a quick video for you guys. This is exactly what I implement in my business now. And basically what I do is I separate the water from the oil. In other words, I separate the talkers from the action takers. I separate the bullshitters from the doers. I separate the chimps from the champs. And when you do wholesaling, I highly recommend that you do it this way. But let me give you a warning. If you do it this way, you'll have less qualified buyers. It doesn't matter if they're investor buyers or if they're just retail buyers. Now, when I wholesale a property, and not when I wholesale, when I teach my students how to wholesale a property, because I don't do wholesaling, I do buy and hold. What I teach them to do is demand two things. The first thing I ask them to demand is I need them to show proof of funds. So when an investor calls my student and they say, hey, I want to look at the property. First of all, we don't even put the address on there. It's very, very crucial that you don't put the address on there, okay? And the people that are interested, you have them call you to get the address. So when they call you, you let them know that, hey, our company policy is that we need to see proof of funds, okay? And let me explain this, because a lot of people, they're like higher level or try to trick you, and they'll send you what's called proof of fund letter. Basically, you don't want that. Basically, this is the letter that says my LLC or Bob's LLC is going to fund me X amount of dollars, 100,000, and Bob's LLC is going to fund you or fund the buyer. You don't want that. Or this bank says that I have over $100,000 in the bank. You don't want that, okay? What I demand is that they go to their online banking, they take a snapshot of the money they have in there, and then they send it to me. And basically what I'm looking for in there is that they have enough money to pay for the property, and do they have enough money to pay for the closing. Now, if this is an all cash deal, for example, with $69,000, I demand that they have $69,000 plus my assignment fee, plus all the closing costs. If they don't have that money in there, I'm not gonna give them the address. I'm not gonna put my property at risk of losing a deal or disturbing what, it's not worth it. You don't have the cash. So why should I even deal with you? Now, what happens is you're gonna get you may get this little discouraged because you work so hard, you got a deal on the contract, and now you're putting it out there, you're marketing it to end buyers, and investors are blowing your phone up, and they're all like, hey, what's the address? I want to look at it. What's your address? And then as soon as you tell them, hey, I need proof of funds, maybe 50% of them will just scatter off. And that's the whole purpose, because the goal is so many people are going to show up, but not all of them are fucking action takers. Out of everybody that's going to show up, not all of them have fucking money. The majority of them are going to be, 50% of them are going to be what I call tire kickers, deadbeats. They're just wasting time, dude. They don't have anything better to do. So they're gonna be wasting your fucking time. And you have to guard your time, like the videos I have about the importance of success in guarding your time. So when a investor buyer approaches you to buy your deal, there might be 100 that call you. And when you tell them, hey, I need proof of funds, I need to see that. Many of them will get upset, many of them will get mad at you, many of them won't call you back, many of them will say, hey, I will give you that information, but we'll never follow up with you. My thing is, don't fucking sweat it, dude. Don't sweat it, because those are the people you don't want to do business with, because if they have money, I'm a cash buyer. If I want this fucking deal, this is a fucking good deal, I don't have any problem showing you my money. I actually feel pretty good about it. It's like pat in the back. And everybody that I deal with, they feel the same exact way. The motherfuckers that don't have the money, or the motherfuckers with bad intentions, like they're trying to screw you or trying to go behind your back, and see, those are the motherfuckers that are not gonna want to show you the proof. There will be a small percentage, maybe like 10-15%, that will be bona fide buyers that are with good intentions and they have the cash, and for some reason they have fear in their mind that they don't want to show you. And that's okay with me, and I'm telling you that's okay. That should be okay for you, because those people have a scarce mentality and they're not right in the mind right now. So you don't want to do business with those people anyways. You want to do business with people they believe the world of abundance. They understand your company policies and rules, and they're willing to follow it. And if they're not willing to do that, fuck it, dude. Just do more marketing, do more marketing, do more marketing, because as more people come in, you don't have to sweat the 50% that weren't willing to show you proof of funds. So let me make my point clear. When you're wholesaling a deal, always demand for proof of funds. It needs to be in a banking account, a screenshot of their online banking, or a bank statement. Do not settle for proof of fund letter, where Dr. Move LLC wrote a letter for Jose, investor, to buy my property, and Dr. Move LLC said Jose has X amount of money in the bank. Dude, that shit is like 50% bullshit. Anybody's LLC can write a proof of letter. So I don't fuck with that. But the warning is, you may lose that 15% of bona fide buyers, investors, that may get offended or don't want to dance to your type of music, your company policies, and they may not want to do business with you. So, but the positive side is, so that was the negative side. The positive side is you're able to protect your deal better because you don't disclose the address. 2, you're able to work with bona fide buyers. They're qualified, they have the cash, they're willing to follow your instructions. For example, if you tell a buyer investor, I need you to do X, I need you to do Y, and they're willing to do that, not only does that mean that they have money, but they're motivated, dude. They're willing to follow your instructions. So don't you want to do business with somebody that's motivated and wants to follow your instructions, or do you want to just answer 50 fucking questions a day from people that are not gonna even fucking execute, or don't have the money, or just talkers and bullshitters and chimps? They don't have the cash. They have a lot of time, dude, and you got to protect your time. And one of the best way I've learned to protect your time when you're wholesaling is to demand proof of funds. And the ones that have the money will show it to you. They'll be happy to you. They take a screenshot of it, just text message to you. It's no big deal. They could email it to you. They could, bold out their account number. We don't give a fuck. We just want to make sure that they have that money in there, because we don't want to be wasting our time doing all this dumb shit that doesn't generate money. Okay? Now, here's the other thing that's very, very important. Guys, the next point is to get a non-refundable deposit. So let's say your earnest money is $4,000. No, I'm sorry, not earnest money. Thinking about my real estate deal. Your assignment fee. Think about if your assignment fee is $4,000. What I teach my students is that, hey, if an investor buyer wants to buy your property, then they need to give you 50% of that money as a non-refundable to tie up that property. There's no way in hell you're gonna allow them to take the contract, put it at a title company, and God willingly, they're gonna do what they're gonna say. Fuck that, dude. We're not dealing with retail buyers. We're dealing with investors. We're dealing with sharks. And man, if you're not a business, you don't know what the fuck to do, then you have no reason to be tying up my fucking property. Let me give you an example. Some investor will say, well, Mike, I want to take to the title company for them to do the title search and blah, blah, blah. And I'm always like, buddy, dude, if you don't know how to do a fucking title search as an investor, then there's no reason for you to be doing fucking investing, dude. Now, I understand, I know how to do title search. Sometimes I'm very busy, it takes time, so I just pay the title company $150 for them to do it. I have a title guy that does searches for $150. So you should know how to do it yourself. And if you don't have time, to give the money to somebody else, but at least have a basic understanding of this shit, dude. Don't be fucking tying up people's properties and say, hey, I want to buy it, take 30 days or 15 days, whatever, and you don't even fucking know how to do a title search. So when I demand for that non-refundable earnest money, half of it, 50% of it, if they tell me that they need to search it, I say, hey buddy, you're not experienced, I don't want to sell you this property, dude, because before you give me this half of this non-refundable deposit, you need to go out there and do your own fucking due diligence, dude. You need to go ahead and get on the county clerk's office, search the fucking title or pay somebody. Get your guys out here, take a look at it. Don't, you know, this is not retail, dude. You know, we're not dealing with retail. You're supposed to be a professional. You're supposed to have your crew ready. You're supposed to have your team ready. And if you say you want this fucking property and you want to tie my fucking deal up where I can't wholesale to another investor, you need to give me fucking skin in the game, dude. You need to give me half the month non-assignment, because not only do I have an obligation to the seller to close, I got to make sure that happens. So I have a duty to make sure the deal goes close, and my job is to make sure you're going to perform. And the way that I'm going to pre-qualify you that you perform is A, you're motivated. B, you follow my instructions. 3, you show me proof of funds. 4, you have skin in the game. If you're not willing to do all that, then I don't know what kind of investor you are. I'm not fucking dealing with you, dude. And it's just simple. And guess what? When I do step number 1 and step number 2, which is ask for proof of funds, and I ask for non-refundable, the proof of funds will, out of 100 people that call you, 50 of them will not want to fuck with you because you asked for proof of funds, because they're shady or they don't have the money or whatever. The other fucking 50 that you have, 25 of these people are not going to want to do business because they don't want to put skin in the game. They're what I call co-wholesalers. They just want to tie your property up and they want to go ahead and send it to their list, and they don't have the money. When you wholesale deals, you're not looking to co-wholesale with other Joe. You're looking for the guy that's willing to fucking close on the fucking deal. So 25% out of that 50 are going to be filtered again because you asked for that fucking non-refundable. Now basically all you have is the other 25%, which is what I call the cream of the crop. Now these are the guys that fucking know what the fuck they're doing. They got teams out there. They got the title company. They're fucking motivated. They got the money in the bank. They got the mindset of abundance. They don't, you know, they're not thinking that the world's trying to get them. They're trying to make money. They're trying to make moves. And that's all we want to do, man. We have if my student tells the seller, hey, I'm going to get the deal for you and we're going to close in 30 days, dude, she has to do everything in her power to get that deal closed, dude. I mean, just no bullshit. So it's her duty to make sure she finds a good exit strategy investor buyer that's going to actually show up, do what the fuck he or she says she's going to do. And I think it's so important that wholesalers do that, because everybody's going out there and promising the seller, I'm going to do X, I'm going to do Y, and they don't fucking fulfill because maybe they're signing it to a fucking a co-wholesaler, or maybe they're signing to some investor that's trying to do some other crazy shit but is not using his own money. He's not going to be able to close. And I think that as a coach, it's like, man, we don't want to get the business all shady where everybody's just throwing out contracts and no deal closes, dude. You know, we have to do our due diligence and put the footwork in to find somebody that's bona fide, that's going to actually close on the assignment contract, because that student had made a promise to the seller that he or she's going to close on this deal. So we got to do what we fucking say, dude. And this way you're able to filter out and just get the cream. Now that doesn't mean that deal may not go through, but majority of the time the deal will go through this time, because you've already done all the hard work up front, instead of like waiting to the end. Just, okay, here's my contract, tie up the deal. Like the other investor, who knows what the fuck he's doing, deadline comes and he says, oh, I can't do it. And you know, and it puts you in a bad position, it puts the seller in a bad position. So anyways, guys, if you have any questions, let me know. I'll go ahead and answer it, see what's going on. Do we have any questions?
Yeah, we got one from Chris Amaros asking, Mike, when are you doing a mastermind?
Mastermind. Man, we're already on a mastermind right now. Man, I'm talking to you, you're talking to me. If you have any questions, dude, I will sit down and make a video for you guys. Chris, the thing is, man, right now I'm doing this video because I'm gonna go eat, dude. I stayed up really late till like 2 or 3 in the morning yesterday. You know, I work 7 days, guys. I'm not trying to sell products. I'm trying to chase my own dreams. So this is a mastermind right now. We're using technology. If you have any questions, dude, just ask me, and if I know the answer, I will answer. If I don't know it, I'll tell you I don't know it, dude. Because I want to make sure that I put this shit out there for free, and people could just use it without driving somewhere, without taking the time. I mean, If you have kids, it's better to spend time with your kids. They're watching TV and you're watching a video when you have fucking time, like when you're at the shitter or when you're waiting in line at the grocery store. You know, boom, let me listen to this video. It's so much better than just going to a place and dressing up. It's just, I'm not that type of guy, Chris, but I really appreciate that question, man. Any other questions?
Yeah, we got a few comments. Esmeralda says, money goes hard here too. Some investors are not serious, so you have to ask for funds. That's right.
Good. And remember, not proof of fund letter. We don't want a letter that says X company's giving this much funds to this guy. We don't want that. We want to see the actual banking numbers, numeric numbers.
Another question we had from Sanad, how much earnest money do you request?
Well, I call it an assignment fee, and it just all depends on the deal, dude. One of the most important thing is if you're a new wholesaler, okay, you're just getting into the game, I recommend guys just work for fucking free, dude. I mean, I drilled this so many fucking times. Work for fucking free. Learn how to do the fucking business. Don't worry about the fucking money. Too many brand new people, they start out, whatever field, if you're a hairstylist, you're a photographer, you're a personal trainer, you're an electrician, it doesn't matter, dude. They want to instantly get paid and like, oh man, I gotta get paid this, my job pays me for this. Nah, dude, you're trying to get freedom, dude. So the most freedom you can get is the thing between your brain. The paper, it'll come later, man. It'll come later because the thing in between your brain and what's in here is gonna gravitate and to stuff we don't know, and the thing's gonna gravitate to you. So don't be greedy when you're asking for a wholesale. If you're a new guy, man, just be okay with $1,500. You know, be okay with $3,000. Be okay with just learning for fucking free, even if you only make $500. Because usually we have to pay to school. If you go to college, you can pay them $30,000 just to learn without even a hands-on experience. Look at it this way: you're getting hands-on experience totally for fucking free, and then you're getting paid for it, dude. I mean, Jesus Christ. And interest-free, there's no debt. So I've always preached about working for free. You know, like when I first started my moving company, Dr. Move, when I got out of college, I was living in my car with $100. Guys, I had $100, but I would deliver boxes and give boxes to people that use my moving company for totally free, dude. And I don't know if people know what boxes, they're not cheap, man. You know, I was living in my car and I would drive around and give people free boxes all over the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I would make this much money. But I really didn't care because I know I was working for my dreams and my goals, so I wasn't really paying attention to the money. I knew it was going to come to me as long as I did what I wanted to do, and which was like work for myself. I read deliver boxes all day, sitting in traffic, and make this much money, but do what the fuck I wanted to do, be in control of my life. So coming back to your question, you have to leave enough room for the buyer, for them to profit, because that end buyer investor, they're gonna have to take all the fucking risk, dude. They gotta put up all the fucking money, all the holding fees, the closing costs. So you gotta think about it. It's not all about you. And it's better to just give it away in a sense, learn the business, make a little money, build the connections. So whenever you do get that fucking home run, you have the people in place and you know. And guys, in wholesaling, not every deal is gonna be a home run, man. You know, you just got to think about, okay, if I make $2,000 a month working my job, or $3,000 a month working my job, working 40 hours, that doesn't include driving there, coming back, probably another hour there. So you can calculate that. 40 hours a week, an hour there, times 5, that's 5 hours. So that's 45 hours, an hour to get dressed. So see, you add that's 60 hours. Okay, what if I made just half of that and I only work 2 weeks? Or I work 5 hours. And what I'm saying is, don't be greedy. Learn the business. Put enough room on the table for the guy that you're buying it, for him to make money, because it's not all about you. And once you're able to do that, then everything's gonna work out for you, because you're gonna be the man or the woman doing deals, and you're putting that positivity out there. If that makes any sense. Any other questions?
Yeah. Uriel Ceballos wants to know, can you do more of these videos?
Of the live ones?
Yes.
I sure will. Thank you so much, man.
And Joe says, Mike, great series of videos. Thank you so much. Keep it up.
Thank you so much.
And Sanad says, and how many days have to close, and how much earnest money? How many days do they have to close?
Okay, so that's a very good question. It depends on what you negotiated with the seller. So let's say, you know, my student A talks to seller John, and he tells the seller, I'm going to close in 30 days. So then when my students finds the buyer, let's say buyer investor Jose, my student A is going to tell Jose that, hey, you need to close on this deal in 2 weeks. You sure have 30 days, but we want you to go ahead and close faster. And because it's an investor, he should be ready, dude. I mean, you shouldn't take investors weeks and weeks. I mean, like, you know, they should be able to make a decision like this. They should be able to get all their teams together. So if you negotiate 30, you do half of that. That way, if that guy flakes out, you have some more cushion to go remarket the property. Does that make sense? But again, if you do this kind of filtering, you're going to get the cream of the crop investors, the guys who are willing to put the money where their mouth is, and they want to do fucking deals, and they're happy you brought them a deal, dude, because they don't want to do all the footwork. So make sure you give enough cushion in case they flake out, is what I'm saying. Anything else?
Delasio wants to know, how do I get Trek contracts?
I think you just Google it, or better yet, get with a realtor that can help you out. I'm not a realtor, so I'm not a specialist or a broker or anything like that. I'm just an investor. But I could be 100% wrong, but I think if you want to use a Trek contract, you have to be a realtor. I think that's what it says. Or just get with the realtor, or just Google it, and you might be able to find it there if it's available to the public. Good question. If you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, hit me up. I'll hook you with my broker. He's an investor friendly go-getter, and we'll help you do deals, my friend.
Okay. Sanad said, thanks for sharing great education and always being straightforward. You are the real deal. Keep it up.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Do you guys have any other questions I can help you off with?
Do you have a video on how to fill out assignment of contract?
That's a very good question. I don't have a video about that, but I'll go ahead and make one for you, and then tag you on Facebook. Thank you so much for asking that question. Guys, if you have any specific questions, please ask me. I'll love to do it for you, but don't ask me any general questions like, well, how do I make money in real estate? You know what I mean? Because that's just so, or how do I make money? It's just so general. But if you have a specific question, it doesn't matter if you're in the music business and the real estate business. I've been doing business since high school, guys, and I know how to use creativity. I'm a master at that. I'm a master of systems, master of marketing. Those are the things I'm really good at. So if you guys have any questions about anything like that, let me know, and I'll be happy to share that information with you guys. Hope you make some money. Anything else?
That's pretty much it. Everybody else just says hi. Olga, Zaman, Delasio, Chris, Ellie, Martin, Sanad, Delasio, Real.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys. Have a great day. Go out there and hustle and bustle. Don't take no for an answer. And you live in the best country in America. Don't let anybody tell you can't do some shit. Not even your own mind, guys. Don't listen to it. Listen to your heart, dude. And the way to do that is to turn that fucking TV off, turn that music off, and have silence, dude. Nothing going around besides shh. And the answers will come to you. You already have it all in you. I'm out. Thank you.